Now fighting on mat number 1, Leo Dagomet. 2, sorry. Now fighting on mat number 2, Leo Dagomet, Daniel Sagodi. On deck, mat number 2, Artem Sadinsky. Sorry, on deck, mat number 2 will be Hero McManus and Shamil Bastilev.
Now fighting on mat 1 will be James Campbell and Nicholas Sia. Now fighting mat 1 will be James Campbell and Nicholas Sia. On deck, mat 1 will be Ian Lizama and Rudra Nambudri. Fighting on mat 3 will be Umar Arabov and Malcolm Thompson. So that's fighting on mat 3, Umar Arabov, Malcolm Thompson. On deck for mat 3 is Owen Fong Lewis and Adam Narmatov.
Referees, you ready? John? Now fighting mat number 2 is Leo and Daniel. On deck is Hero and Shamil.
Now fighting on mat 1, James Campbell and Nicholas Sear. Mat 1, James Campbell and Nicholas Sear. On deck, mat 1, Ian Lizama and Rudra Nambudri. Now fighting on mat 3 is Umar Arifwa and Malcolm Thompson. On deck for mat 1 is Owen Fong Lewis and Adim Narmatov.
Now fighting on mat number 2 is Leo and Daniel. On deck is on mat number 2 is Hero and Shamil. Can we please ask the winner of each mat to come see Jaceki after each mat? The winner comes see Jaceki. Winner of mat number 1, come see Jaceki over here. Over here.
Now fighting on mat 1, Ian Lizama and Rudra Nambudri. On deck, mat 1, Logan Beasley and Carson Dutai.
Umar, come report to Jiseki.
Now fighting on mat 3 is Owen Fong Lewis and Adim Narmatov. On deck for mat 3 is Charlie Calabrese and Maxime
Now
Joubert.
fighting on mat 2, Hero and Shamil. On deck is Daniel and Artem.
Okay, now competing on mat 3 is Owen Fong Lewis and Adim Narmatov. Now fighting on mat 1, Logan Beasley and Carson Dutai. On deck, mat 1 is William Allenbach and Jordan Heath. Now fighting on mat 1, Logan Beasley of Valley Judo Club and Carson Dutai, I believe. Yep. Now fighting on mat 3 is Charlie Calabrese and Maxime Joubert. On deck for mat 3 will be Andre Pengnuti and William Thompson. Now fighting on mat 1, William Allenbach and Jordan Heath. On deck, mat 1, Nicholas Sia and Devin Pedraza. Now fighting on mat 3 is Andre Pagnuti and William Thompson. Fighting on mat 3. On deck for mat 3 is Adam Narmatov and Owen Fong Lewis.
Now fighting on mat number 2, Daniel and Artem. On deck on mat number 2 is Phoenix Berjimbin and Jonan Esti. Jonah Esti. And
Now fighting on mat 1, Nicholas Sear and Devin Pedraza. Now fighting mat 1, Nicholas Sear and Devin Pedraza. On deck, mat 1, Adam Uaz and Luca Poirier.
now fighting on mat number 2 is Daniel Sadogi and Artem Sadinsky. On deck is Phoenix Berjimbin and Jonah Esti.
Over here, buddy. Now fighting on mat 1, Adam Uaz and Luca Poirier. Now fighting mat 1, Adam Uaz and Luca Poirier. On deck, mat 1, Miles Sangster and Logan Beasley. On deck, mat 1, Miles Sangster and Logan Beasley.
Now fighting mat number 2 is Phoenix and Jonah. On deck is Dalton Lex and Andrew McNeil. mat number 2 is Dalton Lex and Andrew McNeil. This is just a walkover fight, guys. On deck is Artem Sadinsky and Leo Damochi.
Fighting now on mat number 3 is Adam Narvatov.
Now fighting.
And Owen Vaughn Lewis. On deck is Sam Wand and Mikhailo Tokar.
Now fighting mat number 2. Artem and Leo. On deck is Hero McManus and Phoenix Bergevin.
Over here. Over here, buddy.
Artem and Leo, you're up now. And number 2.
Now fighting on mat 1, Miles Sangster and Logan Beasley. Now fighting mat 1, Miles Sangster and Logan Beasley. On deck, mat 1 will be Devin Pedraza and James Campbell. On deck, mat 1, James and Devin.
Now fighting on mat 3 is Sam Wand and Mikhailo Tokar. On deck for mat 3 is Andre Pagnetti and Umar Arabwa. Now fighting on mat 3 is Andre Pagnetti and Umar Arabwa. On deck, on mat 3 is Sam Wand and Charlie Calabrese. Now fighting on mat 3 is Sam Wand and Charlie Calabrese. Also happening on mat 3 now is our U14 females. So minus 30 and 33 kgs will be happening on mat 3. So on deck for mat 3 is Violet Mabi and Zoe Shizman. So again, U14 female, minus 30 and 33 kgs on mat 3.
Now fighting mat number 2 is Samil and Jonah. Oh, sorry, now fighting mat number 2 is Hero and Phoenix. On deck is Samil and Jonah. Now fighting on mat number 2 is Samil and Jonah. On deck on mat number 2 is James Norton and Dalton Lay. Now fighting mat number 2 is Samil and Jonah. On deck mat number 2 is James Norton and Dalton Lay. Now fighting mat number 2 is Samil and Jonah.
Now fighting on mat 1, Devin and James. On mat 1, Devin and James. On deck, mat 1, Adam Uaz and Ian Lizama. Adam Uaz and Ian Lizama. On deck, mat 1.
Now fighting on mat 3 is Violet Nabi and Zoe Shizman. On deck for mat 3 will be William Thompson and Malcolm Thompson. now fighting on mat 3 is William Thompson and Malcolm Thompson. On deck for mat 3 is Mihailo Tokar and Maximum Joubert.
Now fighting on mat 1, Adam Uaz and Ian Lizama. Now fighting mat 1, Adam Uaz and Ian Lizama. On deck, mat 1, Carson Dutai and William Allenbach. On deck, mat 1, Carson Dutai and William Allenbach.
Now fighting on mat 2 is James Norton and Dalton Lang. On deck, mat 2, Michael Elias and Finn Grace. Now fighting mat 2, James Norton and Dalton Lang. James Norton, Dalton Lang.
Can the U14 females minus 40 kgs start warming up? I'm going to start calling your matches on mat 1. So that's U14 females minus 40. You're going to be on mat 1 shortly.
Now fighting on mat 3 is Mihailo Tokar and Maxim Joubert. On deck for mat 3 is Maria McCarran and Sylvie Shizman.
Now fighting on mat number 2 is Michelle Elias and Finn Grace. Michelle. On deck is Jonah Esley and Hero McManus. Now fighting is Michelle Elias and Finn Grace, mat 2.
Now fighting on mat 1, Carson Dutai and William Allenbach. On deck, mat 1, Logan Beasley and Jordan Heath. On deck, mat 1, Logan Beasley and Jordan Heath.